This is tutorial 4-2 and it continues right where 4-1 left off. In this one we're just going to be showing what you can do in ArcCatalog. What we're going to be doing is, in the last tutorial we created a new geodatabase, so we're going to be working in that one. We're going to click on that geodatabase over here, and as you can see the things inside popped up over here. What we're going to do is we're going to click on the middle one here, and we're going to hit preview. What this will do is show us what the shapefile is going to look like. And if we come down here, we can go to table, and this is what its attribute table will look like. And up here in the description will show us the metadata. The metadata will explain where it came from, sometimes what certain codes mean, so it can be very important. Once that, we're going to go back here. The your turn suggests that you go into do the same thing for census stat and the other shapefile. Feel free to go ahead and do that. But as you can see, these titles for these two shapefiles don't make much sense. This is what normally the names of any file that you download from the internet is going to look like, so you'll have to rename them very often. And to do that, you can just right click on it, go up to rename, and just type in what you want to name it. This one is going to be cities, and sometimes you'll have to do a lot of these. If you just highlight it and hit F2, you can type it in right here. So this one we're going to call tracks. I just hit F2 again. And there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go open up my computer real quick. You're going to want to go to the folder that this is in. And the reason we're doing this is showing you why ArcCatalog is important. This is everything that's in our geodatabase, and as you can see, it makes no sense. So we're just going to X out of here. That's why ArcGIS and ArcCatalog are so important. It's because these are the only places you can really change the shape files or alternate them in any way. Actually, I'm going to go right back to that real quick. I want to show you something else as well. Right click there and go to properties. We're going to look at the shape. As you can see, this is how big the size is. It's 120 megabytes. Not really big. And we're going to check out this one. And it's mainly right here that all the memory is coming from, because there's nothing else in our folder. And the reason we're showing that is for the next part of the tutorial, they want us to compress a geodatabase. Now in this one, it's not going to be that big of a deal because it's very small, but sometimes you'll have a geodatabase with a lot of shapefiles in it, and it can get quite large. So we're going to right click on Maricopa County's files, and what we're going to do is we're going to compress it. So we're going to compress geodatabase. Okay, there we go. If that pops up like that, that's actually kind of lucky that popped up. Just click run. There's an add-on associated with this that you have to have running. So it's not an error or anything, just let those add-ons run. And it's already selected the file that we want to, so all we have to do is click OK. And now we're going to go to it's compress them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to my computer, and we're going right back to where we were. And we're going to go into properties, and as you can see, it just shrank it a little bit. But if you had a really big geodatabase, it would improve it much more. And just like any other compressed file, you have to uncompress it if you want to use it. So you just right click and uncompress. For a lot of what we're doing in these books, this won't be necessary to do, but it's always good to know. And if this ever happens, just close down and reopen and try again. And you don't have to worry about anything in the Dropbox. All you have to do is go to uncompress and click OK. And just like it was compressing, a little progress bar will appear down here, and once it's successfully completed, a box will pop up here with a green check mark. If anything goes wrong, it'll be a red X. And it's went through successfully. So that concludes tutorial 1-2. There's a your turn that you should go in and do. Let's see, open here. Basically, it's just to create go into ArcGIS or ArcMap and create a map with the items that you just put into your personal geo database. You should go ahead and do that.